Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome, both old and new. Thank you for choosing to be with me right now at this particular time. I'm out, just finished my walk. And so I decided to do this video out here in this miserableness. It looks like it's about to rain. If you look behind me, you can see where you can't really see the sun. The sun's kind of hidden behind the clouds, and it looks a little bit dreary. And so the topic that we're going to talk about is the unmerciful and the merciful merchant. And so there's many stories in the Bible that God has left behind, or Jesus has left behind, that depicts exactly what he does and does not want us to do, and how to best reflect his character. And so it is the will of God that when he comes and he's seen in the clouds, that there will be faith on the earth and that we would reflect his character. And so, okay, the story goes as there was a guy in the Bible, and basically, he had some goods. And so there was a person that came along that, wanted to borrow some of his goods. And so he allowed it. And there was a particular time, evidently, that, he was supposed to pay. And when that time came, he didn't have the money, or he couldn't give back, what he had borrowed. And so the penalty for that during that time was that, the person's stuff would be taken, including the children. And so he pleaded and he pleaded and he pleaded with the merchant. Please, please, please. I don't have it. And he maybe asked for more time, that, it would become a time that where, he'll get it and he can pay it back. However, the merchant looked at the situation and he decided that he would forgive. See, it was all about saving him and leaving him an example. Okay, like Christ, what he does for us, he leaves us an example for what we should do for others. But Satan, while there's a war, an attack that he has on us, he has examples too. And people have freedom of choice to choose, what they want to do. And so basically, let's see what this young man does. So he comes upon someone that owes him. And the person, like himself, he didn't have it that he could pay back what he owed. And so the person pleads with him and pleads with him and pleads with him. He takes him by the throat, has his stuff taken away, not representing God at all. This person actually was representing Satan. We have to remember, there is a war going on for our souls. And while we have freedom of choice, God has left us examples in his word for us to follow, where we can be victorious and we can stay in the army of God. In my next video, I would like for you to stay tuned and to look for my next video, where I'll talk about reconciliation, and forgiveness and being merciful and that type of thing, the way God wants us to. Okay, we make sure that we become merciful as our Father in heaven is merciful. God bless you. See you in the next YouTube.